Hello, my name is Annika. Hola, me llamo Rebecca.
Hello, my name is Abby.
Hello, my name is Kayla.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Sansa.
Hello, my name is Kira.
Hello, my name is Natalie.
Hello, my name is Johnny and I'm the face of Generation 3DX.
This is a tutorial about how to make me and other characters talk using LTX-2 AI.
Hello everyone, I'm Generation 3DX, a Daz Studio artist and AI animator. This week I've got some exciting news and it's going to be about how to get your characters to talk using a new AI video and audio generation model called LTX-2. LTX-2 is an open source AI video foundation model produced by Lightrix. It just released last month, that's January 2026, and already it's creating a storm because it's not just good for generating perfectly lip-synced image to video of your characters, but it's got some other benefits, and I personally think in some respects it's better than Wan, but we're going to talk about that later. Right, let's get straight into it. You've seen some of the examples in the intro. These are all my characters. These are the 7 sisters of Generation 3DX, each one of them. So you know that's my IP, if you like. That's my intellectual property that has been demonstrated here. Okay, and I have done all of these on my local PC using ComfyUI. So this is a ComfyUI tutorial. This is about making your own videos on your own PC, or with RunPod if you want to use RunPod. Or some online service, online compute service, as opposed to, you know, some of the big websites where you pay for that. Now, the advantage of obviously doing it yourself is that it is uncensored. Okay, so you can use the model. It's an open source model that they've released for this, and that has all that entails. Right. Okay, so let's get straight into it and we'll show you the workflow. Now, there is a workflow that I've been using, but there are plenty of other workflows that you can use. This one, I've got the link to it in the description, so you can get hold of it there. So let's go through it now. It's relatively simple. You've got an opening screen here where you have your image. So it's an image to video model that we're using. You've got your image, your prompt, and then the output. Now, this is a subgraph, so if we click on this, all the fun and all the action goes on in the subgraph. Okay, there's some instructions that come with this about where to get the specific models from, and there's a couple of LoRa's that it recommends to provide a greater finesse on your results. So grab the models, put those in the appropriate directory structure that it suggests or that it requires. I won't go through too much detail on this. There is quite a lot of nodes here. You can see here you've got your prompt node here. In this case, this is actually Natalie that is actually doing the intro to the video. She says, young woman, she says into the camera, this is a tutorial about how to make me and other characters talk using LTX-2 AI, American accent, smiling and friendly tone. Okay, now there's also obviously, like in anything, you've got a negative prompt, and this is if you're getting maybe particular things that are going on which you don't like, then that's obviously for that. You've got some image processing here, setting the image up ready to go, and then there's some audio initialization. Again, I don't change any of these. I've not changed any of these. I don't touch any of these values, but maybe over time when I get more comfortable with this model and try to explore and finesse it, I could start getting into some of these settings here. But for now, I have not touched them, and I'm able to get relatively consistent results. But we'll talk about problems further down in this video. Okay, and then you have the video sampler itself. This is the setup here for the audio coming through, and then you got the video, and the video is processed here. So that's your audio sampler, and this is your video sampler. Spits those out into a decode, and then you back out of your subgraph into the final video. Very simple, really. So I won't go into that exhaustively. Right. Okay. So what's the verdict overall? I'm really impressed. The lip sync is absolutely perfect. The way that the mouth moves and is synced to the audio is absolutely I have no criticism of it at all. I think it's fantastic. So that is obviously a major leap forward in open source uncensored image to video AI models, okay? Because we haven't really had this before. Okay, so this is really kind of new. It also is able to encapsulate different emotional cues. So if we look at this sequence here from Abby, we can see we've got 2 different emotional cues, and I'll just play that and so you can see those.
I can't believe Joni did that to me. In the arms of that brazen hussy Natalie. I can't believe Johnny did that to me. In the arms of that brazen hussy Natalie.
So you can see she's angry in one, and then she's upset and about to cry in the other, and those prompts were the only adjustment I made on that, and you get a different result. Obviously different video manifestation, but also different tone of the audio, different tone of the voice as well. So that's that first thing. It does good emotional cues, and this is the one that really impressed me. It does different accents. So you have a kind of posh British accent, you can do Scottish, you can do Irish accents.
This little elf will never work for Santa.
I also come in a 4K version. I am the Lady Kira of House Connemara. 2160p. Who could have believed it?
Can even do Spanish accents in English. Let's hear Rebecca speaking in English with a Spanish accent.
Sorry, but English is not my first language.
Okay, so even does foreign, your mother tongue being a foreign language, English, okay? And it does different languages too. So here is Sansa speaking in French.
Aujourd'hui encore, il fait beau et ensoleillé en Provence.
And here is Rebecca speaking in Spanish.
Hoy es otro hermoso día soleado en España.
And I know both of those languages, and the pronunciation is pretty much bang on. Okay, so that is some amazing work that they've done on that. Okay, so for text to audio and image to video, it's really rather good indeed. There are some problems. I'm going to talk about the problems, and then I'm going to come back to additional benefits beyond the audio aspect of this model. Okay, I found that it was sometimes very inconsistent in trying to get the character to speak at all. So sometimes they would just sit there mutely and not do anything. Other times you would get like a voiceover, and the video would just have a zooming in with the mouth not moving, but with the voice like a narrator, like it's in their thoughts or something weird like that. And it seems to be random. I have not found a pattern as to what turns it on and what turns it off. Because as I say, I'll go through a run sometimes where I'll have 10 videos in a row that just work perfectly, and then I'll try something different, a different set of images on a different character, and I can't get any of them one after another to actually speak. So I don't know what's going on there, and I've tried different prompts, thinking, and it doesn't seem to be related to the prompt. It seems to be related to the image. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so you're going to encounter this. If you encounter this, just change the image and try a different image. Try a different image of your character again, and until it works. Another issue I found is that sometimes the movement is a bit wooden, but I think this is going to be fixed with some LoRa's. I'll talk about LoRa's in a moment, which are going to extend the model and actually smooth out some of those motions. And I think over time, when they release a newer version of it, they'll have sorted out some of the movement. I'm comparing it to Wan, you see. The movement in Wan is just Wan Video, which is the one I've been using for pretty much 9 months now. Wan Video, the movements are really good. Really natural and realistic. Here, it's not quite as refined as Wan in that respect. But anyway, it's again, I've been working with some NSFW LoRa's, and it seems to fix the problems with the motion. Okay. All right. So the last comment I have on it is I've tried doing sound effects and it won't do sound effects. But stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to talk about how to do sound effects. It's going to be using a different model. Okay. All right. Good. Let's go back to some of the extended benefits or comparison of LTX-2, just from the point of view of image to video. without getting into, we've talked about the audio aspect, and comparing it to Wan, which I think is the gold standard up until this point, it computes faster than Wan, significantly faster. So I'm running on an RTX 5090, so yeah, I know, gloat. I'm very lucky. I've got that ridiculously high power card. But for instance, 120 frames, LTX-2, it computes it in about a minute, about just over 60 seconds. Well, Wan would take, for the similar length of video, at a similar resolution, it would take Wan 3 or 4 times that. So that's a 3 to 4 times performance boost over Wan, which is quite insane. That's quite insane. And it doesn't stop there, because you can actually make really long sequences with LTX-2. I've pushed it to about 600 frames. It starts to degrade after about 500, but it will hold together and it will provide coherency well over 500 frames. There's no way that one can do that. Well, your memory would just explode.
Let me tell you about our Swedish winters. Well, of course they are very cold, but it's all about the warmth within our homes. And then there's the ice skating, because we are a land of lakes. With all that in mind, it's no wonder so many of us went to start a new life in Minnesota.
So I don't know if it's this particular workflow or whether it's just the model itself is able to manage your VRAM, so that, but also kind of maintain the context as it's going through this long sequence. But that's kind of a game changer to me, in that you can make long videos, you know, lasting up to 20, 25, 30 seconds, maybe 25 frames a second, as opposed to 16 frames a second, without it falling to pieces or exploding your VRAM. And it doesn't stop there, it carries on. So it will do higher resolutions. I've done some tests with higher resolutions, even pushed it to 4K, and you can see here's some demonstrations of some 4K videos here.
2160p. Who could have believed it? I also come in a 4K version.
This is like a dream come true. It will process 4K image as 4K video, native 4K, so you don't even need to upscale it. Because with upscaling, even with the best upscaling in the world, you can still see, you know, that there's some basic image information missing on a frame-by-frame basis with upscale. This is native, and the skin textures can come out really, really nice. And eyes in particular look awesome with native 4K. I'm kind of gushing, really, but it took a while for me to actually really explore over the last week or so. I started playing with this about a week ago, and at first I didn't know what to make of it. It seemed a bit clunky, and it's just because I wasn't used to it, and I was so used to Wan. But now, after about a week of playing with it, I'm getting some, well, I think I'm getting some great results. So that's pretty exciting. Alright, so I know you're all asking, does it do NSFW? Yes, it does. But how good does it do it? It's pretty impressive. I can't show you any examples here, but if you go to my Riot Models page, you will see some. Okay, so this is obviously using LoRa's. Okay, so there's some LoRa's that you can get from Civet AI, some NSFW LoRa's, and of different subjects, or generalized NSFW LoRa's. And they seem to take care of a lot of stuff. So this is a whole new world for perverts. A whole new world for perverts, where they can get their characters to speak while they're doing unspeakable and naughty acts. All right, and so on that exciting climax, I think we'll leave it. Go have fun. Let me know how you get on. It's a great new model. It's a very exciting development, and I'm super pumped. Alright, thanks again for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And do check out my DeviantArt pages. And also check out my Riot Models subscription page if you'd like to support the channel and help me make more videos. As a reward, you get exclusive content of the girls in acts that you would never see anywhere else. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. See you in the next video, where I'm going to be talking about sound effects. Okay, bye for now.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye now!